We are talking about fiery faith in this series. And today I want to speak about a life of faith. Now, fiery faith is faith that is alive, that is in use every day. Faith must not be like a sports car in a garage that's only used on weekends. It must be like the car you use to commute with every day. That's what fiery faith is like in its nature. It's everyday faith. Let me illustrate against the backdrop of Hebrews 11 a couple of very important things about fiery faith. Now, that chapter in the Bible is the one that speaks the most about faith, Hebrews 11. It tells us what faith is and that God requires that when we come to Him, we must come by faith. We can't come in any other way, really. Faith is what pleases God. Now, Hebrews 11 also tells us the names of the giants of faith: Noah, Abraham, Enoch, Moses, and many others, and how they shaped their world and made an impact by faith. In fact, in just 40 verses in Hebrews 11, the words by faith are used approximately 18 times, and the word faith is used 23 times in that one chapter. There's something in this that encourages and instructs us in our quest for fiery faith. So let's gain the lessons from Hebrews 11. I want to put it in the form of a question, what we can learn. These giants of faith lived and breathed and operated by and through faith in God. By what means do you engage with life and its opportunities and challenges? That's my question today. It is by your own strength? Well, is it by your own plans? Is it by force? Is it by using money? By what do you engage with life? For the giants of faith, it was by faith. What is yours? By what? How do you engage? The truth is that your faith in God will shape your world and your life. And fiery faith made these people courageous to face every challenge and every opportunity. It's by faith. Hebrews 11 verse 32 onwards says the following: "And what more shall I say?" The writer says, "For the time fail me to tell of Gideon and Barak and Samson and Jephthah, also of David and Samuel and the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, worked righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, became valiant in battle, turned to flight the armies of the aliens. Women received their dead raised to life again. Others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they may obtain a better resurrection. Still others had trial of mockings and scourgings, yes, and of chains and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn in two, they were tempted, they were slain by the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy." Isn't that quite a resume for what these people could face, that they had the courage to face by faith? If that was good for them, I think that's good enough for you and me. And I'm urging you to find the same courage by the same faith. Make faith in God your first response, not your last option. This is about the middle part of this whole little message. Make faith in God your first response, not your last option. My encouragement to you is, in fact, my urging is, always start with faith in God. Do life with faith. Bring faith in at the beginning of everything you do, not as a last resort. This is courageous, fiery faith. Let the words, "Lord, I trust you," be the most repeated prayer and confession in your life. May I remind you that what is not of faith is sin. That's what Paul wrote in Romans 14 verse 3. Meaning that if we don't live by and approach everything we do by faith in God, it means that we are putting our faith in our own abilities, our own strength, our own plans, our own wisdom, or our own money. In short, we don't need God. We are in control. Now that is arrogance and pride, and it is sinful. Fiery faith says, I can and will do nothing on my own. I can and will do everything by faith in God. Every day, every deal, every conversation, every conflict, every competition, every exam, every opportunity, every challenge, I will tackle by faith in God, just as the giants of faith before me did. Shape your world by faith in God, not by fear, not by doubt, not by human cleverness. And be assured, fiery faith in God will never fail to bring final victory. I pray the following prayer with you. Lord, I choose to do nothing by my own strength and ability. I thank you that I can do all things by faith in you. Lord, I believe in you. Lord, I trust in you. Amen.